What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This video is going to be a little fun. This is a list of about 20 fragrances that I wear to bed to go to sleep. These are basically perfumes I apply to myself after I take a shower, you know, whether it's 3 hours before bed or 4 hours before bed, but I always have to have something on. And it kind of varies from day to day. There is a lot of lavender notes in here. There's a lot of incense, a lot of warmer stuff. Not very many citruses, but this is more of a darker sleep that I like. I like to feel cozy and warm. So that's just a little bit of what you're gonna expect from here. I do apologize, my cat is definitely gonna jump on here at some point. She's currently eating, but she will make an appearance. And then these are gonna be in no particular order. I also didn't make any notes on this, so it's just gonna kind of be as they come, you know. So first, let's start off with this one. So this one is Lolita Lempica. Monique Monardo created this fragrance, I think early 2000. But this has been one of my go-tos lately to go to sleep. It is very comforting to me. You have this anise note, I think, and licorice, and it's very powdery as well. Very interesting composition that I truly love. This is the original bottle. This is the Al Masculine version. I think they just have the Homme now, Lolita Lempica Homme, but I've seen that they're very similar, but very fun fragrance. I really enjoy this. If this was released today as an extrait, or you know, even just re-released as a parfum, that would be amazing to see. I do think it would do really well. Or if someone tried to recreate this for their niche line, that would be amazing to see. So that's number one. Number two, this is going to go into the cheapy route. This one I used to wear quite a bit, and I kind of forgot I had it because it's on the bottom of my shelf. But this is Banana Republic Classic Red. This one has citruses, basically just citrus, kind of aldehydic as well. But there is that Gaiac wood in this one that's really nice. You can find this for $20. You can spray this around your house. Very cheap fragrance, but it is very classic, as the name suggests. All of this line is great. There's an aqua, there's a citrus one, and this is the red, and I think there's one more I can't think of off the top of my head. I think there's one called green, classic green, but this one is the one that I got. Highly recommend. Super cheap, obviously, so you'll have to reapply, but like I said, this is a fragrance to wear to bed, so I'm not looking to have it long lasting. I just want something quick and easy. And if you like feeling very clean and very soapy after a shower, any Banana Republic Classic will do the job for you. Next, we're gonna go to Le Labo's Lab Denim 18. This one is very fun. I used to own it in the past, sold it back in 2019, and then I regretted it a week later, and I repurchased another bottle. But this was perfumer's Maurice Roussel for this. Very similar to another one on this list, which I'll just include now. So Maurice Roussel's Musk Ravageur. This Musk Ravageur came first, and then Lab Denim came after. Very similar notes on paper, but current version of Musk Ravageur at least is very warm and enveloping, vanilla, almost gourmand territory, not quite, but this is another fun fragrance that I like to wear. Both of these are spicy vanillas, very resinous as well, very dry, that I come to be comforted by. These are great fall fragrances as well. but these two I highly enjoy. So these are both from Maurice Roussel, and we'll just leave it at that. If you like resinous fragrances, or vanilla at least, you will definitely like these. But definitely sample them. They're not blind buy worthy, I don't think, unless you're familiar with this type of fragrance. Next, we're going to do something that's very strange, but I think I highly enjoy wearing this at night. Something about this feels like you just put on you just shaved your face, you clean yourself with a really nice soap, but there's still this dirty aspect to this. Kouros is very interesting. I wore it to work the other day. Didn't get any weird complaints, surprisingly. But just Kouros is just a strange fragrance overall. But I highly enjoy it. I wear this quite a bit actually to bed. Put 2 sprays, whether it's inside of my arm or on my chest. But I just like that feeling of dirtiness, and then half a second later you're hit with this very bright aldehydes that kind of contrast the animalistic aspects of this. And it's just a really interesting composition created by Pierre Bourdon. Highly enjoy Kouros. Like I said, feels like you just got out of a shower, shaved, but maybe you missed a few spots, so you have this clean and dirty aspect of a scent fighting each other. Not one of them wins, it's 50-50 all the way through, and that keeps it really interesting. Really beautiful fragrance to wear at night. If you have not done that, highly recommend, if you can handle it. I know it is a bit of a beast. It's very overpowering. It can kind of sting your nose quite a bit, but I can't recommend it enough. I think that bottle is from 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Next, we're going to go with 2 more cheapies. So this one is Bath & Body Works Bourbon. I used to wear this a lot, but it's been a while. These are all on my very bottom shelf, so I rarely crouch down to grab them. But I'm sorry if there's dust on these. But highly recommend bourbon. It has bourbon notes, oak, and there's one more note listed in there. But very masculine fragrance, very spicy. And then this one as well. I don't know what Noir has off the top of my head on it, but I'm sure there's pepper in there. A little bit of incense smell. But these are very fun as well. You can get these cheap. I got these, I think maybe $20 a piece a couple years ago during their semi-annual sale. If you ever see that they have a semi-annual sale, I definitely recommend to pop in the store and see what fragrances they have. They usually have them 75% off, or at least 50% off. But fun little fragrances to have. Most of them are clones. I think Noir is the Dolce & Gabbana is the one type of clone, and I'm not sure what bourbon is, but bourbon's fun as well. Just nice, spicy, cheap fragrances that you can spray freely and not worry about it. But as you can see, I still have quite a bit left. I haven't really used it, but I do enjoy them. Next up, we'll go with a classic. So this is Shalimar EDT. I used to own the what is it called? The Tonka Bean one, the Tonka one. Millicine Tonka, but I did sell it. I did actually enjoy wearing that one to bed as well. That one had a nice little cherry note. But this is the classic EDT. Just a very powdery scent. If you've never smelled Shalimar, Actually, you probably have at some point. But not much else to say about this. It's very classic French perfumery, and it's nice powders. You know, nice powders go well at night, and it's comforting to me, comforting the babies, comforting to anybody. Powder, powder, powder. So that's Shalimar there. Next up, we're gonna throw a little something that you might not expect, or you might think I'm crazy for, which actually a bunch of the rest are kind of crazy to think about, but this is Frederic Malle's Promise. If I could get this to focus, maybe not. This is Promise. This is incredible. I think it might be my favorite out of the Desert Gems collection. I know Hope just got released. I thought about blind buying it. I probably will in September when it's my birthday, but Promise is truly magical, and it's the cheapest priced of the collection. Just something about it. There's this incense in there. There's this apple. That cypriol note's just kind of in the air, and it's very cloud-like. So I do highly enjoy wearing, 1 to 2 sprays of this at night, and I've done it several times now. I just got this bottle again about a month ago, but I used to own it a couple years ago, sold it off, and now that I'm smelling it, I don't know how that happened, but it did. But Promise, highly recommend. Especially, I live in Texas and it's hot all the time, and I wear this too, so something about this is very comforting to me. Next, we'll go with another incense, which is a little bit on the brighter side, more patchouli based. Sorry, I don't know what. I think it's focusing on my cat. More patchouli based, spice. Lots of incense, lots and lots of incense on this one. And just a fun fragrance to wear. Not much else to say. I do love Bois Mysterio. I do have a full review on this, by the way, if you want to check it out further down on my channel. Highly recommend Bois Mysterio. We'll put that next to the other Guerlain. This one is another fun Chanel-like bright one. Perfumer on this is Olivier Polge, if I'm not mistaken. But this is Balenciaga Paris, the regular one, I think. I know there's other options and other ones I want to try out, like some rose, but it's discontinued and hard to find. I don't know why it's not focusing. But this one's just another, very almost Shalimar-like, but with more fruits and citruses up top and not as much powder. So just a nice, light, airy feeling fragrance. So I'll put that on the side over there. We're going to speed it up a bit here. So next is none other than Bellam. I took this to a fragrance meetup. Well, it's probably been 2 months now, actually. And all the ladies love this. One of them actually ordered it because she loved it so much. She was trying to steal the bottle from me, but I told her where to order it, and she ordered it. But this one's a very nice Iris Oris bomb that's just powdery, creamy, perfectly transitioning creation that's can be, dressed up all the way to like red carpet event, or, dressed down, wear it to bed. But this does have a beautiful dry down. honestly, it's definitely unisex in my opinion. A man can definitely pull this off if you're confident enough in like more soft perfumes. But it does lean, 70% feminine. But highly recommend Bellam if you have been trying to put this on your list to try. Definitely do. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Next, we're gonna do a really fun one. This is Andy Towers Au Cours du Désert, which I put up a first reactions to this a couple months ago, but this is crept up into my top 10 fragrances of all time. Very comforting scent. The dry down of this is something that I really, really love. Something about that resinous labdanum that gets me going is in this. It's also in Le Lion de Chanel, and this is Towers Au Cours du Désert, and this does contain, I believe this does contain incense too. I don't know off the top of my head anymore, but it's just very resinous, earthy, comforting, and warm. Really enjoy this fragrance. I do still need to try the rest of the line, but highly recommend that one, even just for like, not just for sleeping, but just for anything, really great fragrance all around. Next we're gonna go with this. So this is Roja's UAE, and this is a beautiful rose fragrance. There is oud in here, but it's not heavy at all. It's kind of light and playing with the rose. But there's a beautiful, I think there's a Taif rose in here, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a nice, bright, uplifting, very regal fragrance. Makes me feel great at night or at all times. And it's a little spicy, very slight spice. There's some greenness in there, some patchouli. I think you have some, a bunch of florals in there as well. But there's like a slight ambergris note that I get here. It is very salty, like a very salty rose. So this one's a very fun one. It does last very long. It does evolve over time, which is also really great, because you apply this at night and then a couple hours later you get up to take a drink of water or to go to the bathroom, and you smell your arm again, and it's still very powerful and it's changed at this point, but you just keep putting your nose back to it. But I really love this one. So that is the Roja's UAE. Next we're going to go with a lavender based fragrance. This is Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme. Not much else to say. It's lavender. Lavender is comforting in my opinion, and this has 3 types of lavender. Just a very creamy, again spicy fragrance that I really, really enjoy. But not much else to say. You got lavender, you got a couple spices in there, and that's pretty much what it is. Almost, I don't want to say essential oil type of fragrance, but it is very like just 80% lavender or whatever the case may be here. But just a fun, comforting scent. If you could find it for cheap or get a decant, I don't recommend paying retail for that. It's, the retail on these Tom Fords is should not be a thing. Let's do. I have 2 more to go. I'm gonna put this at my number 2, and then obviously I have 1 left after that. So This is another Roscia that I highly enjoy wearing at night. This is the regular Oud, not Amber Oud, not the other ones. This is just the plain one, which does not get talked about enough in my opinion. But this one is probably one of my my best favorite oud that I've tried from Roscia. Something about this is very this thing is insane. Very complex. Another rose oud, but something about this one in the mid where all of these, again, all of these florals are just kind of going in and out, and it's just a really captivating scent. Very warm. Again, another salty fragrance. Yeah, there's definitely some ambergris here or some type of salt, but highly enjoy this. This does stain. It's very it stains clothes, it stains your skin, so you got to be really careful when applying this fragrance. But that is Roscia's Oud. I really like this one. I need to make my Roscia video soon. I need to make my top 10 top. I've been going back and forth if I want to do top 10 or top 20 fragrances or of all time of my favorites, but that's going to be a difficult video, but I do need to start working on my list. This is going to be my last fragrance on this fragrances I wear to bed, which a lot of people might think I'm crazy for this one, but this is Ganymede Extrait, which is, I guess, one of my favorite fragrances of all time too. Not to spoil anything, but this is insane. Like, every time I put this to my nose, it just scratches my brain in the right way. It's everything I like, and I can see how it can be off-putting to some, but this feels like the final boss to me on all of my favorite type of notes put into one and blended perfectly. But this is Ganymede Extrait. Just an otherworldly scent. I like the dirtiness of it. I think there's Immortelle in there that's just very dirty, which I like, to wear to bed. Something about that. Very, visceral feeling. And I'll just leave it at that. I have not tried the regular Ganymede. I know that one's a lot more metallic, more bright, but this is very, earthy, and not this earth, but it is, gravel-like, earthy. Just a bunch of spices as well. A little spice bomb, like spice concoction. But that'll do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, those are my fragrances to wear to bed. What do you guys wear to bed? Or do you just not wear anything and just shower gel and then that's it? But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.